Welcome back. You're with The Nation and how to make our economic boat go faster. I'm joined now by Peter Busfield, Executive Director of the Marine Industry Association. Peter, thanks so much for coming to the studio.
Good morning.
Disappointing to lose, but surely there are so many more opportunities now on the horizon because of it. Is that how you see it?
Absolutely. And we're devastated, like most New Zealanders, that Team New Zealand couldn't take it past the final post and win the Cup for New Zealand. But life moves on, and we've got to look at the opportunities now to increase the living standards for all New Zealanders from Emirates Team New Zealand. Great participation in this Cup.
It interests me that you use that phrase, a fascinating phrase, which is what we've sort of been talking about all through this program. Raising the living standards of all New Zealanders because of this Cup. What do you mean? You're talking opportunities as a result of this.
Yeah, I think a number of things. I've never seen in my lifetime New Zealand so unified behind one project. And we're all very excited, as we should be, for our rugby processes and the performances, but I've never seen the country so unified from all cultures, all political standpoints behind this America's Cup campaign. And I would like to think if we could take that energy into being focused on raising the living standards of all New Zealanders in everything we do, in education, in research and development, and better business practices, and more a collaborative approach for New Zealand getting ahead in this world.
So we're talking about 10 core boat builders all around New Zealand and exporting to Asia like they were talking, like Tim was talking about, like Lars was talking about. How do we do that? How do you now, as one of the leaders in this industry, bring everyone together and get this thing humming even faster?
Well, I think some of the examples of Emirates Team New Zealand are good ones to follow, and obviously with Oracle and core builders, which are mostly New Zealanders, and that is collaboration and working together on set targets, aspirational goals, and getting on and doing it rather than talking about it or arguing. And I think that's a business example that we can take across the board, whether it be the farming industry, the wine industry, the boat building industry.
Could we lose momentum because we've lost this one? Okay, so we haven't won this. Core will continue, won't it? What about other New Zealand boat builders? Because the America's Cup doesn't come back here, how do you keep momentum? And how do you keep these apprenticeships? And how do you keep these jobs going?
Well, that's a good question, but I think just in looking at this aspirational side, what New Zealand did, we should really appreciate. We took on the world's largest developed country that's got over 260 million people, and us with 4 million people, they had to employ New Zealanders to defend the Cup. And this is in an area of state-of-the-art design and building and sailing processes. So I think we've got to take that across the board to all New Zealanders, how good we can be in the world. And I think that to take it the next stage, collaboration or working together. We're made up of a lot of small companies, particularly in the marine industry, and we've proven that working together, we can form the best conglomerates to take on the world.
And do you think all the boat builders and all the marine industry in and around San Francisco and America has seen that, haven't they, in the last number of weeks and months? Because that's the best advertisement we can get, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We couldn't have got that advertising any other way than the performance of Emirates Team New Zealand and the Kiwis in Oracle and in Luna Rossa as well.
So how do we therefore leverage? Okay, so we've got the success, but we could easily lose momentum here, couldn't we?
Yeah, we've got some programs. We're currently talking with the New Zealand government, and they're very supportive. We're looking to boost the number of visiting yachts to New Zealand and super yachts, and encourage them to come and visit New Zealand and spend their money in New Zealand. That's one clear example that we can take from this. There's areas of New Zealand procurement of boats that maybe they would have looked elsewhere, and now government officials will see the proportion of boat builders in New Zealand that can build.
How do we get more core boat builders here? How do we get more of these guys like Tim in and around New Zealand?
Well, you need sales. We've got the capability, and I should say to the listeners that what core boat builders and core composites, it's actually fiberglass. And the man in the street, if he's got something that's plastic or a fiberglass runabout, that's what composites are. And New Zealand has been very good at it.
And so they're still better than us at it. The Walkworth guys are better than the other New Zealand boat builders. Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say that. No. I think that you know, from a sailing point of view, the reasons why Oracle came through and bet Emirates Team New Zealand was from a sailing sophistication mechanism, maybe to do with their foils, and I'm not too sure how much to do with actually the composite build.
All right, Peter, I certainly appreciate your time. Thank you, Peter Busfield from the Marine Industry Association.